Am I the asshole for collecting a daddy tax for my kids' Halloween haul? I, 40 male, pay for my kids, 6-year-old twins and a 5-year-old, costumes, research, and bring them to the best neighborhoods, the houses that dish out the full-size bars, and I provide protection to ensure they can fully enjoy their Halloween experience. All I ask is for them to kick up a portion of their earnings without me having to shake them down. The boss, my wife, says that I have no right to take points, but they are great earners who have no business eating that much candy in the first place. So am I the asshole?
I don't think so. We had a story like this last
year. The neighbor one.
Yeah.
The neighbor one where the neighbor's like, I took them trick-or-treating and they should pass them a bucket of candy.
But that wasn't her kids.
Exactly.
I remember. That wasn't her kids.
It's wrong to take candy away from someone who's not your kids.
Yeah.
Now, the daddy tax...
I think that's fair game.
I'm here for it. Like,
I'm here for it too. When we take
Andrew trick or treat, I'm going through it. I'm like, what's the best licorice?
I guess it's also different because Andrew's only 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was like 5,
bro, we're gonna have like going trick or treating with my nephew, nibbling Andrew is gonna be comical because he's 1.5. So we're gonna be like, go to the door. Go to the door. He's got really no idea. He'll have a bucket in his hand and he'll be running. But at one point,
God, he's going to be so cute.
At one point, he might just throw the bucket out of his hands.
Yeah.
There's no like reference of what he's actually doing. Like he's not like, I'm going to get candy. No, we're like, we're doing it more for our entertainment than his.
Yeah.
So you could take all of it away from him. He wouldn't even know.
Also, though, okay. I do think maybe like pre-emphasizing it like this, like, oh, if I take you out to go trick-or-treating, you owe me candy. I think that actually might be like not the greatest approach.
You don't think so?
I think if you did it discreetly,
but
if you just like take away, just like nibble here and there,
but like but like what about like setting the expectation for the event? Like, I love the way that he puts it. Like, I provide the costume. I research and I bring you to the best neighborhoods. I ensure protection. You know, he's kind of like mobster vibes.
But it's just giving, you got to do that as a parent. Like,
I know, but the way he's setting it out.
Your role.
Kind of but it also is kind of like a life lesson. Like they're not getting out there on their own. They didn't buy their own Halloween costume. They didn't invest. They didn't drive themselves to their, they didn't just walk around their own neighborhood. Like, he's teaching me at a young age that like, when people help you with things, you're going to have to repay that. So I don't know.
They also didn't ask to be born.
That's true too. That's a fair point.
You chose to have a kid.
Hey,
you have to take them out on Halloween.
Listen, the parent didn't choose to be born either.
Yeah, but he chose to have a kid.
I guess. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's such a delicate. There's no right or wrong.
I know,
because I feel like it is teaching them like good life skills. Like you got to pay your taxes.
Yes, but are the kids upset, or is it just the wife that's upset?
I think it's the wife.
Because if the kids aren't upset, then who's being harmed? Like, there's no harm in this. I think it
teaches
fair.
them sharing too.
Yeah. No, that's actually true.
Yeah, like, here's
rather
a Twix,
than like
Daddy.
it being put as like a tax, like, oh, because I did this, you have to do this. Maybe it's just like,
I don't know.
Share with me.
I don't know if it's set to be a tax to the kids, or if that's like kind of his shakedown with his wife. Like, hey, listen, I do all this effort. I think I deserve a little kickback.
Yeah.
I deserve a little effort. And she's like, no, you can't take his little Twix bar. You can't sneak into his little bag and take a little. But I think you should be like, hey, you gotta share with Daddy. You gotta share the licorice with Daddy. You gotta share those nibs with Uncle Denver.
Yes, definitely. It could also be beneficial to kind of teach moderation.
Moderation,
because I feel like
too.
No kids need that
much
candy.
Yeah. So the top comment says, they are kids. Do like the rest of us and wait till they are in bed to steal their candy.
Yeah. Okay, so I was onto something.
Oh, that's... Someone else says, well, I'm going to need more info. Are you taking all the good stuff and leaving them with only raisins, toothbrushes, and religious tracts? And maybe the loose candy corn?
That is true. That's a good point.
Someone says, to be honest, I think it's you're the asshole all the way, but a very soft you're the asshole, because this is an incredibly low stakes question. Why? Dads are grown-ups. If they want candy, they have the ability to drive to the store and buy it. Trick-or-treating aged kids, however, can't just drive themselves to the grocery store and buy a variety pack. This candy is their candy, and they look forward to the days like Halloween for ages, and they have to make their stash last. Instead of a candy tax, mom and dad get to keep the candy that wasn't handed out to trick-or-treaters on Halloween, and the kids keep their hard-earned candy.
Yeah.
It's a delicate balance. I can see both sides.
Me too.
I could totally see like, hey, the kids earned it. It's their candy. Like, you don't need it. You can go buy candy whenever you want. But I also see the value of maybe treating your kids like, I don't know, like, you know, life's not fair. You got to pay your taxes if that's the way you want to go about it.
That's kind of morbid.
A little
bit. You don't need to be telling a kid that.
5 or 6, maybe a 10 or something. 5 or 6 to get their teeth kicked in with taxes. Like they just learned how to walk. Like just learned how to talk. They just learned how to go trick or treating. Or the premise of like, hey, you need to share. Like I like that premise. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what my sister does with her kids.
Right? Yeah. Let's get your opinion, Madison.
Now, someone else says, if your boss, the wife, is refusing to pay the dad tax portion, then you may need to report it to the IRS.
That's funny.
Someone else says, dad tax is literally written into the Halloween bylaws. Bring it up at the next board meeting. Okay, over to you.
All right.